Welcome to First Things First, the weekday morning devotions from Pastor Stephen Miller at First Free Will Baptist Church of Morrison City in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Good morning and welcome to First Things First. Today is Thursday, August the 8th, and so thankful for another day that the Lord's blessed us with. Do want to say we had a good time at prayer meeting Bible study last night, and if you missed out on a blessing. Always have a good time of fellowship and studying into God's Word, learning more about the Lord, and in return learning more about ourselves and about what we can do and what we need to do, and just thankful for the opportunity to get into God's Word, and it'll tell us so much more how that we need to live. And I think about what my best friend Scott Jenkins used to say. Said, "Get you a Bible. It's a good book. It'll help you." And today I believe it will help us. So it's good for us too. So God bless today, and I hope that the Lord will strengthen you through the rest of the day. But today, to get that strength going, we need to dig into God's Word. And today's Word comes to us from Micah chapter 3, verses 9 through 12. And in Micah, the prophecy here about the destruction of Jerusalem, and unfortunately it came to pass. And here it says in verse 9, it says, "Hear this, I pray ye heads of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. They build up Zion with blood, and Jerusalem with iniquity. The heads thereof judge for reward, the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. Yet will they learn upon the Lord, or will they lean upon the Lord, and say, Is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us." Sorry about that. "Therefore shall Zion for your sakes be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountains of the house as the high places of the forest." And as we look into Micah's prophecy, and again we see how that this actually did come to pass, unfortunately, because people, especially the heads, the leaders of Israel there at this time, they wouldn't trust God. They trusted the money, and they said there in verse 11, "The heads thereof judge for reward," and they wanted money more than they did wanting God, and they wanted the fame and the fortune that comes along with it more than they did to do what God would have for them to do. It says, "The priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money." And as we look at this and see what caused the destruction of Israel, or at least the Jerusalem, there went many, many years, and a long, long time uh, where they suffered because of things like this. And now in our churches, even in the New Testament church ages, here we are, we're seeing that happen a lot. And we'll see preachers, or some preachers, not all preachers, and not all churches are bad, but we see some preachers that are out there for hire again, and they just in it for the money and in it for the fame and to lift themselves up. And these things shouldn't be. I'm not here in it for the money. I'm here in it because there's people that are lost and need salvation. I'm here because that there's people that need strength and in their journey to continue on. And that's what I want to be as a pastor. It's if I wanted to um, make a whole lot of money in it. It probably wouldn't be in pastoring, especially small churches. But if I wanted to make money, I'd be doing something else. But I want to do what God would have for me to do, and I fail a lot of times. I'll just be honest with you, and I make mistakes. But I'm glad that God is still with me, and He'll strengthen me. And my heart is to do His will and to lift up instead of tearing down. And today it's what we need to be looking at, because it's not all in money. Um, one day all of this is going to burn up. Go over to Second Peter chapter 3, and it'll tell you about how all this that people's worked for, and all this that people have tried to gain and everything. It's all going to be burned up one of these days, and it's not going to matter anymore. What's going to matter is what we have if we've built up our spiritual wealth in heaven, and get to be there one of these days. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Most of all, looking forward to seeing what is waiting on me on the other side. Do I deserve it? No, neither do you. There's nobody that deserves it. We all make mistakes, but we can do what we can for the Lord and try to follow His direction, follow His paths, and He will give us that strength to carry on. So today, as we look at this, again, it's not about the riches, it's not about the fortune and fame. And I don't do this morning to see how many likes, how many shares, how many followers I can get, everything. Thank you for joining us today on this, but I'm not in it for all of the followers. I'm not looking to go viral on the internet or anything, but I'm just looking to see what God can do, and maybe what I say might be able to help you through this day. And I hope that it does. I hope that the Lord blesses you and strengthens you as we continue on this journey together. Because, hey, I just want to get to heaven, where my home will be forever, built up by love and grace instead of by equity and by blood and the iniquities of this world. So, friend, I hope that you have a blessed day today. Hope the Lord will strengthen you on your journey, and hope again that this helps you, this little broadcast that I do, because I know that it helps me to just talk to you for just a few minutes, and I hope that it helps you to hear this preacher ramble on for a few minutes. But anyways, hope God blesses you through the day, and hope to see you again tomorrow morning for another edition of First Things First. May God bless you, as our prayers.
First Things First is a ministry of First Free Will Baptist Church of Morrison City. We are located at 211 West Carters Valley Road in Kingsport, Tennessee.